Alright, the second skill you're going to need to do today's lab activity is how to accurately measure liquid using a graduated cylinder. This is called a graduated cylinder because it is cylindrical in shape and it has little markings or gradations on the line. Now the first thing you need to know, and again these instructions are all posted on your little display rack, so if you forget this, just check it out. What we do is we figure out how much liquid we need. Now we're going to be using water, so that's pretty easy. And you never ever take and put the graduated cylinder directly under the faucet and turn it on, because it could splatter water all over the place, spraying you and your lab partners, and then you wouldn't be popular. And as you know, not being popular is probably the worst thing that could ever happen when you're in 8th grade. So we don't want to cause a mess. So the first thing you do is just take the plastic cup and you put some water in it. Please turn the water on first so you know the speed, back it off a little bit, and get some water in the plastic cup, and that way you don't splatter everybody and everything. Alright, so the next thing we need to do now is remind ourselves, okay, how much do we need? The instructions say 25 milliliters. Then you will simply pour the water into the graduated cylinder until the bottom edge of the water will have a slightly curved surface called a meniscus. That's due to the tendency of the water to cling to the plastic, kind of pulling it up. So what we do then is we just simply very carefully get down and watch, make sure you can see where the 25 is. We pour this in until the bottom of the meniscus, or the bottom edge of the water, is right at 25, and that looks really good. The next thing you'll do then is simply pour the water into a flask. Remember, a flask has a curved sides and a small opening. A beaker, on the other hand, is the same diameter the whole way up. So beaker, flask, we're using flask today. Technically called an Erlenmeyer flask after the guy who developed it. So we pour our measured out amount of water in there, and voila! As the French would say, there you got it, 25 milliliters of